guys, welcome back to Glorious Creations. I'm Lori. I'm glad you joined me today. I have some silk screens and I have some black clay rolled out and several sheets.
And you'll need some white acrylic paint, any kind will work. And this is just a paddle that I got that came with the silk screens as well.
And I thought I would do some black and white. So I'm just gonna lay this on here, and I have it sitting on a piece of paper so that I can move it out of my way when I'm finished. Whoops, I got a little bit much over there on that one side. And I'm just gonna take it and slide it. Pull it up. Oh, that's so pretty. This is the first time I've used this one. I have a bowl of water sitting here, and I immediately put it into the water and start working to clean it off and get that paint off of here. So my silk screen and lay it here in this towel and let it dry. Okay, nice and clean again. I got my next sheet, and I think I'm gonna do this other little flower one. Okay, that looks really cool too. There is something about black and white together. Looks so amazing, you guys. I'm gonna set it to the side as well and let it dry. The reason why you wanna make sure that these are dry is if you wanted to reuse this right away and there is a little bit of water on here, it would mess up your next design. I want to do a geometric, but I think I actually want to do some of both. I think I'm going to do like half and half. So I'll put that one on here, and this one on here, and yes, I know there's going to be a little section right here in the middle where I don't have any, but that's intentional. And if I put it on here, and because this one's on top, and go all the way across, I won't get paint underneath. I got these on Amazon. One for it. So lift that one up first into the water, and this one up next and into the water. And oh my goodness, that looks really cool too. And even if I don't take them and rinse them immediately, they're in that water so that the paint does not start drying in your silk screen, because if the paint starts drying in your silk screen, that's when you're going to have a problem as well, because it will permanently gunk up your silk screen, and you don't want it to do that. But this is how they look right now, and I am in love with them. I think they're so cool. If I had more black clay, I think I'd probably make some more, but I'm getting really low on black clay. The thing that I could do to solve that would be take some of my gray clay or muddied clay, and then take some of the Kato Poly Clay Blackout, and then you just mix it in to your clay, and it'll darken up your clay back to black. It takes a little bit of time, but it's so worth it if you have clay that you aren't going to be using, like this ugly dark gray clay here that I will not be using for anything else. You can start with a smaller amount until you figure out how much you need, and then add in more. And it's not totally there, but it's getting there. It's like mixing in any other color. Also on the package says it conditions and revives, turns scraps to black, and minimizes waste. I got it from Prairie Craft. Did recently see it at Hobby Lobby. Okay, so you can see right here, I've got just a little bit more to go. But that quick, it's almost back to not quite as dark. So if I just add in a little bit more, I'll be able to darken it up to regular black clay. If you haven't tried it and you've got a bunch of scraps, I would highly recommend it. One thing to keep in mind with the blackout clay is if you have little bits of glitter or old metal leaf or something in there, it's not going to cover that. That will still show through. But look at how nice and dark I've gotten that. It's almost as dark as regular black clay. It needs just a little bit more. Okay, guys, I have given these time to dry and cure, so they're not just dry to the touch, but dry all the way through. And it was actually leaching a little bit onto the paper, which was not my intention, but I absolutely love how they turned out. They're so cool. Oh my goodness. And then there's this one. I just can't decide which one I like better. So I'm sitting here thinking I could do like a half and half the black, or I could just do a pendant. I have some silver leaf I'm going to put on the back of this, so the back has something pretty as opposed to just a plain black back. Try and get it on there nice and smooth. Hopefully it won't crinkle too much when I pick it up. It's going to crinkle some. There's no way of avoiding it. See, like I said. Or like a circle cutter. And using a circle cutter with this kind would be really cool because it gives you a lot of surface area to work with. And in this stencil set, there's also a ginkgo leaf one, and that might be cool to do like a combination of this leaf set with the ginkgo leaf. I think I'm gonna go up here. And now that I've got it all rolled out, I realize that I rolled it out a little bit thinner than I should have. I should probably back these. And I'm putting this back on the paper, not because I want it to reach, but just because it's the easiest way for me to move it out of my way right now. This guy, I'll trim. I was thinking initially when I did these that I was going to put them side by side, but now that I actually have them right here with each other, I don't like how they're looking. Okay, so this is what it would look like if they were side by side. And you know, okay, that's cool, that's interesting, but it needs something else to elevate it. Obviously I would need to put something between the two. So because I know that this is too thin, I'm just going to go ahead and lay this on here and cut it out. Add the thicker back. So then I have more to work with. Yeah, I like that thickness better. I'm going to back them all. So don't roll them out quite as thin as I did. I was just trying to make my black go a little bit further. Lesson learned, don't do that. It's a much more usable thickness. Now these, I really like them. I just don't think that I like them together, as was my plan. So I need to make something else, unless I just want to cut these out. Another circle, or do we want a square? Square one might be kind of cool. Gives you a lot of surface area to really see what's going on, and then a couple small earrings maybe. So one right there.
At this point, I'm deciding that you could fold the clay in half and make your pendant double-sided, which led to my next idea. And then I'm also realizing that I think all of the leaves are going more in one direction, and that this is actually the top of the pattern. I chose an oval cutter for this shape, and this is going to be the top of a double-sided pendant. I think that's a lot of fun. Okay, so I still have this guy to use, but like I said, I think I want to do something half and half. What if we did something like that on there and just used the background as the base for the flower? Even if we just did part of the flower, that might be kind of cool. Right, I have two, the black and the red. Just for added security, get a little liquid polymer clay. Very gently. I love how that turned out, and this is when I had my aha moment. Take the flower and cut it in half and put a portion of it on each of the earrings. It will actually look like it's mirroring one another. The silk screens and molds are available on Amazon, and I'll include the links. Just know that if you purchase through my links, I get a small commission, but it does not cost you anything extra. I like those. You can adjust these petals if you wanted to and shape them a little bit with your stylus once you had them on here, if you wanted to give them a little bit more depth and personality or something. But before I cut this, I need to figure out what I want to put in the middle. We want something that will enhance it and elevate it, not distract from it. We have the tools at our disposal. Put them to use. Okay. That works. I think I like it more off center. I really like this, but I think I want it curved. Once you have it on centered, make sure that you tap around the edges so you don't have any weird ruffles sticking up. They are out of the oven. Here's the square ones. Really love how they turned out. They're so cool. And these are too thin. I knew they would be too thin, but that's okay. I can redo these. But now we know what they look like. And I think these are my favorites. I'm not normally into this kind of a combination, but it just kind of worked. Just kind of fell into place. And they turned out really cool. So I'm really excited about these. And then there's these guys that I did on the double-sided. And I should have put this one on paper when I baked it, because now it has the reflective from where it was touching the tile. But those will be cute little earrings. I am so happy with how it turned out. I love it. The texture is absolutely perfect, changing from the black and the white over to the flowers. And maybe texture isn't the right word. Maybe color pattern is the word that I want. But it looks absolutely fantastic. And yes, this is raised up, and you can see that. And then I just need to sand it and add a bail to it. And it's going to be absolutely fantastic. So this is one of those little potpourri dishes that you'd put into like a candle holder or something, that maybe you'd put melts in or something like that. Got it on Amazon. It says I saw it on Deb's Clay Boutique. It's just what I'm using, and it turned out absolutely fantastic. And I just used a little bit of scrap clay on the back, but like I said, I still need to sand it
and get it all nice and smooth. If you were curious how I made these flowers, by the way, I just started thinking about it. I got some more of the molds from Amazon, and this set came with a bunch of flowers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different molds in this set, and this flower is this one. See that little indent in the leaf right there? So this one was this flower. Keep experimenting with this and trying different flowers. And if you are interested in seeing more of that, let me know. But I'm really happy with them. So get some silk screens, try them out, play, experiment, learn as you go, like I did, and have fun. That's the most important thing, because you just never know what you might discover along the way. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate you. Talk to you soon.